Alright. Okay, this is what you want to do. You want to become an SF operator. Well, I'm going to give you the best and path to take with the most options you have. And that's what you want in life. You want to have options. Okay? I went in there blind making this video, so you do not need to. Wait, excuse me? No. You know what? Then why are you watching this video? Okay, anyways. For guys like that know everything, this is what you do. You go down to the recruiter's office, say, hey, I'm here to join. Tell me where to sign. I know you got my best interests, and off to the races you go. That's what you want to hear, right? Okay, and at the same time, take the dice of life right here and you will really regret that. You will really regret that. Nah. If you didn't get, you will regret that. You will really fucking... There's something wrong with these dice. Anyways, listen, for the guys that are serious and want to go down this path, this is what you're going to do. Wait, what? I told you go to the recruiter's office. Leave the people that are really serious about this alone. Okay? Let's go down there. Alright, back to the serious applicants. You start off by going to your recruiter's office, right? And then once you do that, what are you still doing here? Look, you want to be an operator? Grab your cell phone, dial 0. Whoever picks up, ask them, hey, how do I get a job? That's it. That's all you got to do. Ta-da. Alright, don't make me grab the clacky-lack and track. Alright. In all seriousness, okay, I got some notes here and everything. Look, go to the recruiter's office. That's what you're going to want to do. You're going to end up meeting the nicest person in the U.S. Army that you ever will. Mark my words on that. Anyways, once you do that, go down there. Tell them you want to join. You've been thinking about it. You've been looking up the jobs and everything, and you want 13 Fox. It's the designator you want. 11 series, that's infantry. 13 series, that's artillery. Okay, you're asking me, artillery, why would I want artillery? It will all become clear. Trust me. Tell them you want 13 Fox, 13F, like Foxtrot. Don't get it wrong. What that job MOS is, which military occupational specialty, the military loves to abbreviate everything, is a forward observer in the artillery. What that job position is really is the bastard child of the artillery, because you're designated as artillery, but you're operating with the infantry, okay? So your true bosses and everything don't really have a foothold on you because you're out with the infantry, and their bosses aren't technically your boss. So you see where I'm going at this? Okay. Plus, you're not on the front lines anyways. You're further back, you know, hiding out, mastering your stealth skills because you're calling for artillery fire. You do not want to be on the front lines and get smoked. And then what's going to happen? They lost their artillery assets. Those are gone. It's just like in 18 series as a special operator, 18 Delta is your medic sniper. And why they combine the two is very smart. You don't have the sniper that's pulling Overwatch running in the stack of guys that are clearing rooms, because what happens? One of y'all gets shot or he gets shot. Well, guess what? The medic just got shot. Somebody else gets shot, guess what? Medic's down. So the medic is normally the sniper, 18 Delta position. and not in the stack. But back to 13 Fox, Forward Observer. Okay, why do you want this? Well, many reasons, but one of the major reasons is, as part of that job, you will learn all kinds of things about land navigation. Okay? Very important skill set to have, to learn, and you will be doing it with practical application throughout the course, beginning to end. You're going to go through basic training, AIT, which is, advanced individual training. I said they like to abbreviate everything, don't I? That's your job, where you learn how to become a forward observer. After that, you would normally go to your permanent party station, but with this option saying that you want to become a 13 Fox, let me back up. You also want the airborne option, okay? This is not a hard ask at all. First of all, you're asking a job in the combat arms. Secondly, you're asking for airborne, okay? These jobs aren't normally all filled up and they have nothing for you. Plus, the airborne thing is also this icing on the cake. They shouldn't have no problem giving you that. If you deal with a recruiter that wants to give you some static about any of that, that's fine. What you're going to do is you're going to call his bluff, okay? You tell him that's the job you had your heart set on, and you've got time to wait. Nice meeting you, and here's my contact information. Give me a call if that job comes up. But hey, don't wait too long. I've been talking with the Marine recruiter, and they have the same MOS in the Marines. They also have the same advanced individual training at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, same as the Army for that job. So you do have options there. But trust me, if he isn't already agreed to you becoming a 13 Fox with the airborne option, he'll give you a call. Trust me, mark my words. Don't leave in the comments, AJ, man, I tried it and it didn't work. I'll bet money every day on that. If you do what I say, it will work. Okay, well, at the very beginning, we're talking, you're at the recruiting station, right? Very good. Alright, he's going to ask you a bunch of questions, your background and stuff. Hopefully, you don't have a criminal record. This is never good for the military. And plus, what you're going to need to do is get a secret clearance. Having a criminal past makes that hard. It makes it difficult, but not impossible. Not having one makes it much better. He's going to ask you about drug use. Have you done drugs? Do you do drugs? Nowadays, in this day and time, people think of pot as, no big thing. It's like smoking a cigarette. Well, guess what? You laugh with the recruiter. Yeah, I've smoked a blunt here too. The recruiter says, oh, okay, that's fine. I'll write down here, tried marijuana, no addiction. Okay? Just him putting that down in your paperwork will cause you to have a snag with getting your secret clearance. Trust me, I know this firsthand. I've seen it. It will. If you haven't got a simple possession charge on your record, don't hand it to them. You're going to join the military. They're going to random drug test you constantly. You're not going to join the service with the aim that you're going to be doing drugs. That's shooting yourself in the foot anyways, but another shot in the foot would be admitting to the recruiter right there that you went ahead and did something like that. If it's not annotated, you ain't picked up a charge, don't tell them anything. No, you smoke pot? What's pot? Never did it. Don't know what it is. Thank you. Next question. Nothing like that. Like I said, don't end your career before it begins. Alright. So, recruiter agrees to all that. 13 Fox with the airborne option. You are slated to go. Alright. First things first, basic training, right? First thing first, get the label off your cigar. I love cigars. I love nice, dark, rich cigars. I like my cigars like I like my women. Short. Okay. Give me a moment. This would be easier if I actually did a little chop on the back side, probably. Yeah. Probably be a little bit. There we go. Yeah, much better. All right, basic training. Well, before that, you go to MEPS. Another acronym, and that's the Military Entrance Processing Station, MEPS. Yeah, hey, over 20 years. That's one day full of every rigmarole you can think of. MEPS is the place you raise your right hand and say your oath, to your country there, where you actually become from. That's technically where you actually become a soldier and part of the U.S. government. Anything up until that point, before you raise your hand and take that oath, you technically can say, I've made the biggest mistake of my life, I'm out of here. Never mind what the recruiter says. He can threaten you all you want, but until you take that oath, you are still you. Take the oath. You are now a GI, government issue. That's right. So you do that. You do a lot of various tests, both physically and mentally. I'm not saying it's a physical fitness test. They're going to have you do a duck walk. They're going to check that you don't have any weird things with your spine going on, curvature. What's the word for it? A weird curvature in your spine. Of course, can't think of that now. Don't have anything weird, a third arm growing out your back, stuff like that. So, once you get through all that, yes, you'll take a drug test too. One of going to be thousands coming up. Get through all that. They probably have you in a hotel because the next day you're either taking a flight or a bus ride out of there. Do your basic training. Okay. You're going to start basic training. Boom. Anywhere from 9, 10, 11 weeks, depending on. I had a 0 week plus 10 weeks, so that's 11 weeks. I was like, a 0 week? What do you do on 0 week? Nothing? No, you do a hell of a lot, okay? But it's still a 0 week. Go through your basic training. Then you go to AIT, Advanced Individual Training. That's where you'll learn to become a forward observer, all those great skills, learning how to read a map, land nav, terrain features. You'll learn through your binoculars, how to dial in different angles, call in fire missions for the howitzer battery or lasing targets, whatever kind of weapon systems can be utilized to shoot off whatever coordinates you have come to find out where the enemy is. And trust me, I'll get into depth on all these things later on in different videos. This is just fast tracking. Okay, done with AIT, you passed, congratulations. Off to airborne school you go. Airborne school is 3 weeks. You have a ground week, you have a tower week, then you have the jump week. To me, airborne school was one of the most hilarious schools they have. It was easy, it's physically demanding, but it's mentally not. Okay? Everything's repetition. By the time you shuffle on out the door to become airborne, you'll have it down pat. It's repetitions, real easy. You're doing 5 jumps. They're all during the daytime. There's probably, maybe 20 people in one plane that you exit out. There's plenty of room. It's not a parking lot in the air like once you get to Fort Bragg and do it for real. And you're jumping from the AGL, which is above ground something. It's the height you're above the ground. It's at 1,250 feet. Sounds low. It's plenty high for a static line parachute with the Dash 10. You go on, do your 5 jumps, and ta-da, you're airborne qualified. You went to school. You get the airborne wings on your uniform. When the sergeant pounds it in your chest, it's a great day. Look, here's something special. You'll be getting one of these. Okay, got a nice sticker because the military likes to put your social security number on everything. Anyways, you'll get yourself one of those. Then you'll be heading to Fort Bragg. Okay, that's your permanent party station. It's hard to talk and actually keep a cigar going because you actually gotta, like a woman, give these things attention. Let's bring it all the way back to the very beginning. Before you go and take your test, which is called the ASVAB at the MEP station, go ahead, unlike me, get the study guide for it. Study it. The higher you score, gives you the opportunity to the better jobs. Higher score, better jobs. Options, right? That's what we're talking about, options. Luckily, I passed with very good scores anyways, and was available for anything I wanted, which I really didn't know. I let the recruiter rail me, but that's another story all in itself. So now you're back at Bragg, okay? Once you're 6 months in, you get your mosquito wings. That's your E2 rank. Alright? And I think, 6 months you need time in service. You get to become a PFC. You need 4 months time in rank of your little mosquito wings and 12 months time in service. That's how long you've been in the military. So after a year, boom, you're going to get your PFC. Okay? To get your specialist, you need 6 months time in rank and you need 24 months time in service. That's 2 years time in. I got my E2 pinned on me after 6 months, okay? 12 months I got my E3. I didn't wait for 24 months. They gave me a waiver on that. It was 18 months. I got me E4. So after a year and a half, I was E4 already. When you're in a combat arms MOS, which that's exactly what this is, plus you've got airborne wings. These are all things that give you more points for promotions. And you just climb the ladder a lot quicker. Difference between E4 and E5 is huge though. You become a sergeant then. But my reason for bringing that up is I made a video about 18X and why you shouldn't do it. There's nobody in the SF community that is E4 or lower. It just doesn't happen. They take on applicants as low as E3s, but you got to realize once you finish the Q course selection and go through it, you're looking at close to a year of training after you do your CQBs and all that. And once you alright, where did that go? I lost my remote. The screen went blank. But anyways, once you go through all that, nobody in the SF community is walking around as a specialist. Your lowest rank's going to be an E5, and that'll be even short-lived, okay? You go through schools and schools and schools and training and training and training and more training But let me tell you, you're going to know once you're an E3 right there. Probably after 12 months, you'll be an E3. You're going to have enough field time after a year and a half or so in the service on brag, whether you know you're going to like that job or not. Okay? If you don't like being a forward observer, there's no reason to go to selection, of course, to apply to be an operator. If you don't like being a forward observer, because a forward observer is a very small team. Once you're an E5, you're out there by yourself, maybe one other guy with you. Very small team, and that's what most people strive for. To become an operator is to work with smaller groups, more independently, with more decision-making power and room to do just that, for lack of better terms, okay? And if you don't like that, don't even apply, because you're applying for more training, more serious training, and it's just going to be a bad fit. But guess what? I was talking about having options, and that's what you have. Okay, you decided, you made a world-class mistake. Hey, everybody does. Okay, I made plenty of them, trust me. But now, guess what? You don't want to go SF because you hate being a 13 Fox. You can't see yourself. You're doing all this land nav, which part of selection and the Q course and everything is largely based on land nav. Okay? But you hate it. You made a mistake. Well, guess what? It's your first enlistment. You're going to have an option for re-enlisting. One of those is to change your MOS. You can change your job after your first enlistment. Okay? If you change your job to something else, research it, find out exactly what it's doing, talk to people in that position before you sign the re-enlistment, okay? Another thing with the airborne wings, if you sign up for a job being airborne qualified, and that same job is on Bragg, guess where you're going to go? You're going to go to Fort Bragg. And you'll probably stay there for the rest of the duration, okay? Pick yourself a job.